Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Chris Cujo and today we are playing Mad Max by WB Games on a PlayStation 4. Now, the reason why I made the video for Mad Max is just because this game is fucking awesome. I'm a huge fan of the Mad Max series. I love Fury Road, and this game perfectly captures this world from the movies. It doesn't follow the events of any of the Mad Max movies or even the newest one, Fury Road, but there is a little tiny info that ties the game in with characters from Fury Road, such as the main bad guy, Scrotus. Apparently, he's one of the sons of Immortan Joe, which you all remember to be the villain from Fury Road. But also, on top of that, we do have the War Boys. Now, I haven't really heard of them say something along the lines of the highways of Valhalla and be shiny and chrome, but you got a plethora of War Boys in here, and I just love going in and fucking them up. But the combat that you guys are watching right now, this game is full of it. It reminds me a lot of Batman games where you got that counter move and you're always fighting multiple enemies at once. This game handles it quite well and very brutally. I love the executions, I love the counter, I just love taking on multiple opponents at one time and just dropping them. The game also has a small focus on weapons when it comes to, like, you know, sniper rifles and shotguns. Max walks around with a shotgun in his holster all the time, but very rarely do I use it. Only when I'm in the middle of a convoy battle, when I'm trying to get a hood ornament off a convoy. But yeah, there's sniper rifles in here. I use it sparingly because, you know, resources, bullets is, you know, it's kind of scarce when I'm out there. I don't go visit the strongholds constantly. I'm always on the roads. I'm trying to look for loot, try to get all the scraps so I can upgrade the magnum opus. And also I can use those scraps to upgrade Max's gear, his skills, and yeah. And once you start collecting all these random pieces of loot that are scattered around the wasteland and all these regions, you can build projects with them for your strongholds, such as you can build a scavenging party that, while the game is off, it will scavenge some scrap for you while you're just taking time off from the game. And then you also have a project where you can build a oil reserve thing where you can just constantly get free fuel when you go visit a stronghold. But enough of that. The action of this game when you're driving around, it's pretty fun. There's these things, these scarecrows. You take them down with your harpoon, and they'll bring down the threat level in the region. And when you do that, it unlocks better upgrades for Max and better upgrades for the magnum opus. So you want to keep your eyes out for that. The game is very big, and there's a ton of things to do in it. There's no loading times when you go from one region to another, which is beautiful because this is the power of the next-gen consoles, and it's greatly appreciated because the load times in this game are, you know, kind of ridiculously long. And I think the only reason why is because I bought the game on disc, and I think that's possibly why it takes a little bit longer to load instead of just going the digital way, which I usually have been doing. But it doesn't really take the fun out of the game. It's just once you initially open up the game itself, to start playing the game from playing something else or having it closed, you'll have that loading issue. And then as well as when you do die, yeah, you gotta wait for about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Maybe not as long as 2 to 3 minutes, but it's pretty close to being 2 minutes just to load the game and from dying. And that can be a little bit of a deterrent for people who want high speed performance from the PlayStation. You know, well, you're not going to get that fast loading times like you would on the PC. You know, hail PC Master Race to PC players out there. You know, it's got, you know, I keep you guys in mind. I also have a PC that I game on as well. But enough about the load times. It's not enough to bug me. I did have an issue early on in the game where I was having low frame rates. And now this really shouldn't be an issue with the PlayStation 4 because PlayStation is really good about getting patches out there. Well, at least the developers are good for getting patches out there for their games. There's always something that's being downloaded in the background when I'm online playing the PlayStation, or I fire up, it says so-and-so just updated for the game, whatnot. So anyways, I'm having tons of fun with this game, not only because it's Mad Max, it's just because it's got no rules. Alright, I can play the game any way I want. I can take my time. I can go around looting for resources before I tackle a main story mission, because I like to have as good as gear as I can for a particular mission to make it easier on me. And I really don't mind exploring the wasteland, which there's a lot of wasteland to explore. A lot of wasteland to explore. Or you can always play it like it was a speed run. You go tackle all the main story missions. Hey, if a side thing comes up along your way, go ahead and knock it out. Whatever melts your butter. It's all gonna be good, and no one's gonna have any issues of not getting through the game, because it's actually really easy to get into. It's not difficult. There's plenty of vehicles that you can customize. A lot of areas to loot. I mean, I had an area cleared out in our whole entire region. I went and completed a couple story missions, and I come back to this region, and then boom, more places to loot. And you know, with more scrap to loot, the more better I can make Mad Max. I can make the magnum opus. Oh yeah. As far as we talk about story, it stands on its own. It doesn't follow any main plots. Like I said earlier, there are a couple of characters that were introduced in the Mad Max film of Fury Road. Sorry about that. That was my phone. But that's just about it. You know, the only thing that really stands out is the War Boys, because you see a lot of them. I still haven't completed the game yet, and I've put like maybe 12 or 13 hours into the game already, and I still haven't probably gotten halfway through it because I've just been so busy just trying to get all the scrap and loot in the background. But anyways, let's go on to the car. When we get to the magnum opus itself, there's a lot of things you can do. You can upgrade the wheels, the armor, the bumper, the body, the exhaust, the engine, the paint job on it, you know, and the weapons, the boost. Oh man, just complete the story missions and you'll start unlocking things or reducing the threat. And since the game is so big, you're gonna have enough scrap that your magnum opus is gonna be fully upgraded by the time you're done with the game. If not, I do believe this game does have a high replay value. Other than the value of the replay, it's just a gorgeous game to look at. During the day, well, end game, during the daytime in the game, it's beautiful. The graphics are well done. Small little details such as the footsteps in the sand. One thing I notice is when Max is walking in the sand is compressing and, you know, forming around his foot, you know, and it's the little things like that that I look forward to, that I appreciate, and it makes the game just that much better. And the vehicles are always are not the main star, but they definitely have a big role in the game because the Wasteland is huge, and you need yourself a fast car to get from point A to point B. And hopefully you'll run into a war party of war boys, and the chase begins, and you gotta try to take them out before they take you out, ram them off the road, rip their wheels off with a harpoon gun, or shoot out their gas tank for an insta kill. The game is it's full of action. I'm a man of action. I just love just the freedom that it allows me to have, and not many games that just let you do that. You do have Grand Theft Auto, which has a ton of content, and then the new Metal Gear Solid, which is open world. And I will be posting videos of Metal Gear in the near future, mainly for the Metal Gear Online. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace out, bitches!